All right, everyone, welcome back to Area 51 here in the Alien Factory broadcast booth. Joined tonight alongside my broadcast partners, and that is Scooter Scotty Stevens, along with. Sorry, I had a phone call that I got interrupted, but along with the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Cook, and the Admiral, Tracy Rumshad. Admiral, why don't you just kick us off here tonight?
All right, welcome to Daytona, virtual Daytona. We've got all the heavy hitters tonight. If you haven't been paying attention to the last couple of streams, the last couple of weeks, shame on you. You've missed some fantastic racing. We've had a whole cast of players that are on the road course. We had Parker White, Casey Kostowitz. They're not even in the field tonight. But we've got our regular cast of characters back. We've got Nathan Nicholson. And if you watched the show last night, he's EPI's team house driver. And he's on the pole with a 49.6. We also have the number one driver, Brad Mayar. He's been dynamic. Every time he's on an oval, he's a contender. Watch him tonight. We're going to watch him. We have friend of the channel, John Jenkins, starting off third at a 49.658. These guys are only missing each other by 0.003 of a second. So it's not like they're getting blown away here or anything. Also, we've got Justin R. Smith lining up fourth. Justin Krasinski, 3 at a 49.720 at fifth. Steven Aguilar, he's a friend of the channel from Phase 2 Racing. They will be here. He's in sixth. Zach Rinker, seventh. Brandon Schmidt, starting eighth. The Iron Man, Mike T. Bruno, starting ninth at a 49.8. Watch him. He's a gritty driver, and he should be at the front if things go well. There's no performance advantage tonight. It's all about the draft. And starting 10th, rolling off 10th, Johnny Baldridge. So we'll keep an eye on that. We also got some friends of the family. Boyd Hogan, we know he was on a 3-race streak. We want to keep an eye on him. We got both the Robertsons here tonight. It'll be good to see the family, see how they do. The dad had some rough luck last week, got wrapped up in a starting accident, and that didn't help his race at all. And I think he quit about halfway through. And then we also have friend of the channel, Brandon Burkhart. We definitely want to keep an eye on him. Also, keep in mind, we've got the Stint Analyzer Hard Charger Award, and we're going to have that for the guy that's the biggest mover. And we also have the Area 51 Alien Factory Halfway Challenge. All right, we're green flag. Here we go. They are running.
And I want to tell you something else, Chase, you want to look out for is the green flag drops, and we are under green now, lap 1 of 60. Want to keep everybody in mind, it's not just the drivers that are in the race, but it's the teams that are in the race. And I want to point out that Nathan Nicholson, Brad Mayhart, and John Jenkins, number 3, all on the same team there, and your top 4 racing. So yeah, I mean, the team worked together. You also got Cody Trundy in here from Ryko, along with a few other Ryko drivers as well with him. So not just watching the individual drivers, we need to watch the Mike Bruno's got several Phase 2 partners in here. Boyd Hogan's got his buddy Kyle Myers in here. We have got all kind of guys working together in this one tonight.
Absolutely. So clean start right now. Everybody's playing really nice. 2x2. Nothing really, real exciting right now. Everybody's kind of settling down, starting to log some laps because I'm going to tell you what, you get it wrong here, you're definitely going to pile them up.
Looks like they're already getting a separation.
Well, we got Brad Mayar towing the pack right now. And, I mean, we got to let them sort out because we got guys just moving all over the place right now. I mean, there's no real distinct favorite. Yep, 2x2 right now.
Me if you want it.
Looks like the outside line's starting to pull them a little bit. Got to get caught up on some of these numbers. These guys got custom numbers. We're not sure who's where yet right now.
And they're going 3 wide. We're going to fall back a little bit. It's a little tight running 3 wide, but you can do it.
Yeah, about 5 wide. Oh, sorry, not 5 wide. About 5 cars back or 6 cars back. They're 3 wide back there at least.
Yeah, they'll get it sorted out. This place is a little narrow. It's not quite like Talladega.
I'd like to say, so far they're looking pretty good, ain't they? Running clean and testing my voice here. How am I sounding?
Oh, you sound good, man.
Yeah, Scotty, you
Sounds
sound
good.
good.
Here we go. We got 3 wide now.
Oh, 3 wide up front.
Cody Trelindi goes down to the bottom. Steven Aguiar's in there.
But my eyes are bad. I already see 2 wide.
Look at the front of the pack.
Up front, they're up 3 wide up front.
Going for the lead. Just look at, my God, this is
Be falling back. There's an awful lot of wiggling going on.
Yeah, well,
looks like we got a blinker up front.
They're on fresh tires right now. Looks like Brad Mayer is in the lead right now. Kyle Myers is in there. Brandon Schmidt. 3 by 3. 3 by 3 deep. Unbelievable. Look at that. That's some classy driving right there. Hopefully they keep it clean. Look at them go. They are fighting for that lead. They know the clean air.
Need some more help, I think, but they're holding on to it.
Yeah, the middle, you got to be careful. That's the sucker hole. You really don't want to get in there because that's where all the dirty air is. And you get into that, the car just wants to do whatever, and then you can start bouncing off of guys. But these guys are doing a real good job right now, keeping it clean, staying in line. They're looking at the big picture right now. They just want to get to the pit stop. There's no real cut advantage right here. Bottom line's really not any faster than the middle. Outside's kind of holding its own right now. There's no real movers and shakers.
Guys, what a camera shot that was. We were down the track cranking it up there on the backstretch as we saw all those cars coming 3 wide here in the front of the pack. Here they are again, guys.
I think it's the 3, aren't they? The ones in the middle, they get a little bit more help. They can pull out, I think. Two outsides are moving ahead a little bit. The line needs help. Okay, here we go.
Oh, we almost got contact there in that 3rd row back.
Yeah, this is not the most stable way to race 60 laps here. They come in 3 wide.
About midway, you think about pitting the first cut.
There you are,
Well,
looking out the front of the leader's car.
Yeah, our leader, Brad Mahar, he's no stranger to the front. He's towing Boyd Hogan with him. We know Boyd can get it done. Those 2 guys are usually the class of the field, but there's some other guys in there that are got something to say about it, that's for sure.
It seems like you're going on our podcast, keep you guys up front, guys. Some of the guys on our podcast last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's find where Nathan Nicholson, our pole sitter, currently 15th right now, so he's just letting everything unfold right now. You don't want to get into the big one, and I get it. We got a long race. Uh-oh, somebody's up in the wall. Looks like the 8 car. I'm not sure who that is.
What's the number 8 car? But I don't know.
Yeah, the 8 car said he was blown up against the wall.
Oh, he must have. Oh, he overtaped.
Tyler Justice?
I'm looking to see.
Can't answer that.
Back. Maybe it's Matt Bruce. I'm looking to see
Yeah, I can't
which cars
see.
are falling back.
That's the thing with these custom numbers. They don't jive with what iRacing has, so it makes it tough to figure them out.
Well, I know Tyler Justice is at the bottom. He's out. He's done checked out, I think.
Got the outside moving a little bit. Saw Bruno move up.
Still 2 by 2 outside lanes. Boyd Hogan to the front.
Outside line
there.
got the momentum.
Yeah, he cut down now. He's on the bottom right now. In that Reaper car. Tonight's race is 60 laps. I don't know if they're going to be pitting it halfway or not. Be interesting to see.
Well, what you want to see is kind of staggered out and have 2 or 3 groups go in, so everybody's not trying to go in at the same time. That right there calls a pile up.
Anywhere between lap 28 off, right?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Not sure. I don't know how these guys do it tire-wise, or if they need their pit stop changes.
The window is about he's safe about 4 laps go in. Not really about safety.
I'm just curious. Do you think there's tire advantage here? Are they going to be getting tires, maybe right sides only? Be interesting to see what these guys do.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of tire advantage here, Trace. I mean, you can go a whole race without changing, but typically if I go in under caution, laps to go, I'll take all 4s a lot of times. But if you go in under green, a lot of times a lot of guys will just take they'll take left sides only or right sides only, one of the two. They'll take one set.
All right.
Side doesn't do speed a little bit better on the left.
Yeah, I think
Thinking last year they did it around lap 28.
Our point leader, Cody Trelindi, he's running 17th at the current time, trying to settle in with Matt Rucci. Nathan Nicholson from last night on the podcast. Nathan's got a good little run going, just settled in, logging laps right now, trying to save his stuff. It's like Kyle Myers coming to the front. Outside line, towing the outside guys. Can't break away, but they got a little bit of lead. Looks like Boyd's coming back on the inside. Looks like he's got Brad. Him and Brad are working good together right now. Hopefully these guys settle down, just keep logging laps. So we got Reaper Speed Lab leading. We've got Elite Performance behind him. You got all the heavy hitters up front.
The outside line's kind of fade now. Everybody's trying to sit the bottom line.
Right now we are 13 laps into this one. Everybody settled down, just logging laps.
So this is when you put your favorite VCR on and just sit back and just watch the drive, right?
Yep, no sense in getting too excited at this point in time because the view's not going to change for a while. You want to make sure you get through that pit stop. Once you can make those changes, then we'll race our way in from there. But nothing right now. We just got to get to that point. We don't want to get into a wreck. That's for sure. When the tour after the race is over.
And the main thing is be there for the end. You can't win if you ain't in it.
That's right. In order to finish first, you must first finish.
They've made these cars difficult to set up by regulating the rear springs. You can't have anything but a 450 spring for these cars on both sides.
Okay. Oh, Brad Mayer getting down on the double yellow. Oh my God, he just jammed him up down there. Here comes the outside line down there, getting a little racy.
Yeah, Tracy, and we just saw him down there on the crank it up cam. We saw those tires that Brad Nahar slipped behind that yellow line here. As we got our fans.
Yellow line is not your friend when you touch it.
No, not here. The old track, you'd have probably been wrecked because it was so rough down there. Transition wasn't good at all.
Yeah, just want to give another shout out there to Ron Walsh from Fastlane Racing. He's got a couple teammates in this race. Ron is in there himself, plus he's got his teammate Brandon Burkhart, friend of the channel, along with John Vanderwall. They're all in the race. They are.
And Ricky Yu, I'm watching Ricky Yu.
And Ricky Udding, all four of them there on Fastlane Racing's in the race. But want to thank Ron Walsh of Fastlane Racing with all these great new cam wrangles that we have been utilizing in the last several weeks of broadcasting. So Ron, thank you very much for helping out the broadcast here. I know all the viewers appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
Got 10 more laps. People are going to start pitting.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. That ought to be exciting. Tell you what, let's see if we can find our hard charger right now. I'll tell you what, right now I've got Christopher Matthew Hill. He started 22nd. He's second, so he's up 20 spots. Boyd Hogan, he came from 18th to 1st. That's a little short of that. We've, let's see, who else? We got Ronnie Joyner. He started 27th. He is currently 4th. We got some big guys really coming to the front that just laid in the back.
Yeah, and you got Mike T. Bruno there, the third car on that outside line as well.
Yeah, Mike started 9th. He's currently 5th. But we got some guys that... Go ahead.
Well, I'll just tell you that, I was going to tell you and the fans talk about the fact there's two real good strategies. Not getting in a wreck. Whoa, they're starting to spread out there, maybe getting some fresh air there on the inside and outside lines from guys pushing some of the lead cars. Right. But anyway, I want to talk about the strategy that you have. When we talked about pit strategy earlier, when are you going to go in? You're going to see people go in on lap 23, 24. You're going to see others wait and stay out till lap 38, 39, 40-ish. What are we going to see pit stop strategy-wise? And the idea that hopefully they'll at least break it up into 2 or 3 groups and try to pilot it. That's one piece of the strategy. Tracy, the other piece of the strategy is to keep your car clean. A very big there's one big one, a couple
Sorry,
of
Brandon, I'm just riding.
And there's 2 strategies.
Oh, you're good, man.
For that.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to get you.
One strategy is stay as close to the front as you can. Be in the top
I'm going to watch it.
Not 3 or 4, but the top 2 or 3 cars on the inside and the outside row, because that means that there's less cars in front of you to wreck and get caught up in it. Right, so that's one strategy. The other strategy is to hang back. Hang back towards the back, give yourself a little bit of a gap, but still stay in the draft. Stay single file back there. That way, if a wreck happens in front of you, you might have some reaction time to be able to react to it and avoid the wreck. So those, I believe, are the key strategies. Is to be too wide, 7 or 8 cars back, right in the middle of the pack, where you're going to get caught up in without any reaction. This Russian roulette, whether or not you're going to survive that.
Well, I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like it's going to be a green all the way and go lap 28 or so. And if you're the first few people get in a group to pit early, you got a good chance of winning this thing.
Now you're combining pit strategy with keeping your car clean, and you're right.
That's how mine works. That's how mine.
Yep.
I get in there and get into the dicey, bitty stuff.
Yeah, Robert,
can I interrupt for just a second?
Sure, Scotty, put your 2 cents in.
I just wondered if you've read your message lately.
No, I have not, Scotty, but I will check that right now.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And here you got to look at it too. Now, from a crew chief standpoint, if I qualified in the back, I'm not going to tape it all the way up. We already had one car that overheated and blew his engine. He wasn't even but 5 laps in. So the thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set it up to run cool, run in the draft, so I'm not going to overheat, because I know I'm going to have guys around me. Okay, so I'm not going to be at the head of the pack. So I'm going to run the least amount of tape I can. I might run 10%. I might run 5%. I might run no percent right now. But I know when I come to that pit stop, I'm going to have to take it up, because I got to race my way in there. So you got to remember where you're going to be in the track. If you're going to be in traffic all day and you know you can hang on to the pack, run the lowest amount of tape you can, because you don't want to overheat, that's for sure. But the thing you don't want to do is, if you get out of the draft, you're going to be in trouble. But if you want to ride in the back and try to avoid the big one, then that's not a bad strategy, because you're not going to keep pace that way with the least amount of tape. But when you come in, you might as well plan on taping it up and hang on, because you are going to have to drive after that.
Here we
go, guys. Here comes.
We got some guys coming in on lap 21.
Lap 21, the leaders.
We've got Kyle Myers is the leader of that small pack. They're coming in.
That might be the strategy right there. I seen it play out last year that way.
Yeah, we got Kyle Myers, Boyd Hogan, Chris Hill, and Dalton Collins. Those guys are all on the same team. I'm sure they're on the same Discord there together, and they planned that. They darted off right there early. That's the beginning of the pit window. They darted out, and they are going to work hard together. You see, they all just took fuel. They might have gotten a couple of tires, but they definitely didn't get 4. And there they go, all 3 of them back out on the track again.
They gotta have.
See how this works out. Here comes the second pack. Here comes Ronnie Joyner, Mike Bruno, Matty D. Clark. See if them guys are coming in right now. Okay, the backpack. Here comes Bruno. Bruno knows. Bruno's
They gotta have enough fuel bitches in this early.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bruno's
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's a whole big pack there. That wasn't a small pack, Tracy. That is a whole lot of guys coming in.
It's a whole lot of guys on the same idea. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Hopefully there's no caution to mess this up, because this will be another exciting finish.
Yeah,
because business is about to pick up.
Pit lane.
Yep. So we got Ronnie Joyner leading, Justin Krasinski 3, Matty D. Clark, Brandon Schmidt, Johnny Baldridge, Zach Rinker, Cody Trelindi. We'll see who plays out here. Cody will be a good measuring stick to see where everybody else is going to fit in.
Got 3 people that stayed out so far.
Here they come. Here comes the whole bunch of them.
There's Mike Key, Bruno, Johnny Baldridge,
Holy wow.
Cody Trelindi, a whole bunch of guys.
That's rough.
Yep. I think what's happening here is you're trying to see guys that are trying to hedge their bets. They're probably hoping that a caution comes out.
I take that back, Trace. That was Mike Bruno's group. The Ryko group is going in right now with Cody Trelindi in the midst, Brandon Schmidt's in there. They're all in pit road right now, along with Matt Rusi, Barrett Bonner from Ryko, a bunch of those guys. There you go. Cody Trelindi had a real good pit stop. He did not lead that group in, but he definitely let him out.
3 guys still stayed out. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll see the top 3. Ronnie Joyner, Justin Krasinski, Matty Clark. We'll see what these guys do on this one. See if they come down.
And
I think they are. Looks like they are.
The trick here is not going to lap down when you pit. It's getting in and out of there as quick as you can.
Yeah, these guys are hedging their bets right now. They're looking for that caution.
You got to go in as a group. You got to go in.
Right. These guys are going to go as long as they can. They're probably going to try to take the most amount of fuel they can and be done for the race. Actually, in this case, it'd probably be the least amount of fuel by logging more laps.
Yeah,
so they're hoping for a quicker pit stop.
Well, yeah, we're here with the lead pack. It's not very big. There's about 8 cars in that lead pack. You've got Ronnie Joyner, Jessica Krasinski, Matty Clark, Austin Brooks, Jonathan Wall, Dalton Collins, and yeah, I think that pretty much leads out that first pack, unless there's some lap cars mixed in with them.
Got a small group leading on the outside, charging.
They went by another time. Yeah. Boy, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there is. We're in Boyd Hogan's car right now.
But he would have lapped down, right? So that's pretty good.
Now, right now, I don't see too many people down. But I'm gonna tell you what, Dalton Collins. I'm not sure if he pitted. Maybe he did. He's a 2-car. He's 30 seconds back from this lead pack, so that might be the first ones that pitted.
I got Brandon Burkhoff, John, and Ron Martin got a lap down.
Yeah. Boyd Hogan. This is going to get good here. I'm telling you what, if a caution comes out, this is going to make a race out of this thing.
Caution comes out because it's nice watching these guys come up the field.
Yeah. Yeah, right now we've only got 4 cars. 1 car is retired. That's Tyler Justice. And then we've got Brandon Burkhart, Ron Walsh, and Timmy Pascoli. They're all laps down.
Well, Timmy Pascoli, he's a starting park. He's in the pits. I'm not sure what happened to him. He's 19 laps down. But teammates Brandon Burkhart and Ron Walsh, they're just 1 lap down. And then John Vanderwall, their teammate, is 50 seconds behind the leader. So they're getting ready to get lapped. So they went in and pitted together, and it looks like John Vanderwall got just a little bit better pit stop than the other 2. But they're still together there in the back. So yeah, those guys are all in the same pit strategy. We got about 3 or 4 different groups out here now. And the lead group, I tell you what, they are hauling right now, Trace.
Yep, we got Matty D. Clark in the lead. And he's towing the rest of these guys. There's like 5 of them in here. We see if they're coming in now. Looks like Austin Brooks is behind him.
Yeah, we're up there with the lead pack. You got Matty D. Clark, yes, it Austin Brooks, Jonathan Wall, Ronnie Joyner's now in 4th place.
Make it 45-second lap. That looking.
I want to know how long the pit stops are, because Boyd Hogan's only 31.4 seconds behind this lead group. And I think it's going to take way longer than that for these guys to get going. I think they're going to be really far off the pace.
Yeah, well, if you're with the leaders, so Tracy, if you're in the lead pack, not too far behind, like way back, and you dive into the pits there, you can pop out and still be on the lead lap. It's close. They'll be about 6 to 10 seconds behind you. But if you got a pack that goes with you, come out faster than each other, you can stay ahead of them and stay on the lead lap at the tail end of the lead lap. That way, if there's a wreck up front, you can go in, still get tires if you need to, or not. You can just not get tires, not get fuel at that point, since when you go in early, stay out, and then when there's a restart, voila, you're automatically at the front of the pack.
Right. Looks like the leaders are coming up on the Robertsons. I've seen the Hot Wheels paint scheme there. Looks like he's towing his dad around.
Got some outside work going on the outside, trying to catch the leader.
Yeah, and so those, there's a whole bunch of guys that are at the tail end of the lead pack you've already pitted. Or not lead pack, but the tail end of the lead lap that have already pitted. And let's go take a look at those guys right now. It starts with the 6th place position, which is Boyd Wade Hogan. So 1 through 5 have not been in yet. They are your lead pack, and there are several of them
leaders,
in
guys.
right now. Yeah, there
Here
they
comes
go.
the leaders. And I'm going to tell you what, we are at halfway. That makes Matty D. Clark the Area 51 Alien Factory halfway challenge. He gets the halfway challenge money. Yes, he does.
Push, push, push.
So congratulations to Matty D. Clark. We'll have to send him a virtual alien head.
Yeah, Matty D. Clark and the rest of the crew, they're headed out right now. There was 4 cars that went in there together.
This race is clicking off, dude. We've been about a 30-minute in the race so far. This race is going off fast.
Now here this one's interesting. I don't think Justin Krasinski was the leader of that pack, but for some reason he didn't go in. Unless he was the leader, unless for some reason he didn't see him going in. But he is the lone car out there that has not.
Hold your wheel
yet.
straight, Ricky.
He's got no draft help. I don't think so. Well, no, he does. He's mixed in now with a pack of cars that either I think we're a lap down. So yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff going on up there up front.
Yeah. Well, the Robertsons are in there, I see. So yeah, he's in a back, probably at the back.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there with Brandon Burkhart, Ron Walsh, the Robertsons, John Vanderwall, Eric Schaefer, and Jesse Fries. He's all mixed in with them. So that was actually a pretty good move on his part. In a way, if there's a wreck, the only problem is that there's a wreck now. That was probably a decent move. But if there's not a wreck and he has to go in all by himself, he better get with a pack when he comes out. If he gets stuck all by himself, that's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, because Boyd Hogan's leading this big pack that's already pitted. And these guys are all settled down logging laps.
Trying to make the outside work.
Yep. So we got Justin Krasinski 3. He is out there by himself. He's got a 29.2 second lead over Boyd Wade Hogan right now.
Sure do wiggle a lot.
So looking at our hard charger at the halfway point, we have Boyd Hogan, started 18th, currently second, so he's up 16. We've got Christopher Matthew Hill, still look like he's on a charge. He started 22nd, he's currently third, so he's up 19 places. I think he's going to be our winner right now. I don't see anybody else that's any better than that. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on Christopher Matthew Hill. I think he might be our hard charger award.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just take a look at a few cars here in this pack that Justin Krasinski is kind of mixed in with here. As you look there, like I said, you got in the back of the pack, you got the Hot Wheels car there driven by Christopher Robertson. He's been driving that Hot Wheels car for a long time, a couple of years now. You spot that thing out on the track, and you know it's him. His father right behind him, David W. Robertson, in the custom number 46 car, there with that blue, black, and neon yellow paint job. And then there's also some other players here in the mix in that pack with him. You got Ron Walsh. He's in a black car there. The third car on the inside line there. As well as Brandon Burkhardt, who's leading that pack on the inside line. And then you also have, I believe, John Vanderwall in there mixed in as well, another Prim teammate of theirs. And you got several guys that are real good, solid racers here mixed in with that pack. Not sure why they're running too wide here. You'd think they want to single file out. Yeah, you got several guys here in this pack that Justin Krasinski, our current winner, or not winner, but our current leader, is mixed in with here, keeping up the pace, even though he is still the single guy that has not pitted yet. It's lap 36, Tracy, so here within a few laps. Reckon, here we go. That's what Justin needed.
You gotta be kidding me, Brian.
Ricky Hughes involved.
Wreck in, big giant wreck, check up out of 3.
Yeah, Ricky
wow.
got a lot of damage. We're inside his car there.
We got some heavy hitters that were in this one.
Yeah,
somebody
guys,
got it wrong.
Let's go back and check out this replay. Remember, the replay is brought to you tonight by the Alien Factory podcast. Tune in every Sunday night.
Ron, I guess it paid off being back that far.
Eastern time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
I don't know who it was. Watching a car, and he got pushed or he got loose.
Yeah, here we go. We're gonna look at it here.
It's in front of Ricky Hughes.
Yep.
That was Steven.
Aguilar, something happened to Steven.
He got
I
pushed
think he
sideways.
got pushed.
He got hooked. He got pushed or hooked?
Let's check out the far.
Well, he got hooked. He got hit in the back corner, left rear.
Yeah, I thought he got hooked. A 20 car hooked him. Look, watch, the 20 car gets him in the left rear.
Yeah.
Just turns him sideways.
Turns him sideways.
Yep, sure did.
Collins had nowhere to go.
You can't. Gotta watch the pushing in the corners here. Well, off plate track.
Oh man, they went back up the track and took out Ricky Yu.
Yeah, Ricky, you got it.
Yeah, here we go. This is going to be from Steven Aguiar's point of view. We're going to kind of take a look here and see what happened to start the wreck, and then we'll see who got caught up in it.
And they go in the corner. Steven's right on the line. He's not moving. You can see he's right on the line. Yeah, he got hooked in the left rear.
Yeah, it was the custom
can't
number
push
20
in a corner.
car. I'm not sure who that was.
Cannot push.
Schmidt.
Oh, it was Brandon Schmidt.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he had a problem last week at Watkins Glen too.
Schmidt.
Yeah, lap 1 in the S's. Brandon put a little too much tire into it and took out about 5 or 6 guys. It was an accident.
Oh, looked like he did the same tonight.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if there was any net code on this. You know,
No, he just looked like Steven let off the gas a little.
Give us another view. It's Daytona. I don't think he lifted at all.
Yeah, let me give you the gyro, the front.
Well, sometimes you have to.
Let me give you.
There was nobody on out.
2 cars. You have to let off a little bit.
Yeah, let me give you the rear chase view here if I can find it. I tell you what, in our broadcast software, sometimes it's a little harder for me to find some of the camera angles. Got all of it mixed in together here. Let's look here and try it's just the right front suspension possibly as well. That's of Steven Aguiar. Let's go to Brandon Schmidt, and there we go. Get his car. Let's go to the left one. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to help. We really need that rear chase, and I'm not. I think I loaded up, guys, these great new camera angles, but I'm not sure the rear chase is included. I'm going down through here looking to see if I can find it. It's not. That's okay. Let's let's look at the.
Well, put a top view of that, can you?
Yeah.
You bring it down in there.
Let's just go to regular chase, not far chase. And we'll go up to Stephen Aguiar's car. This is probably about as close as we're going to get.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell. Even if it wasn't net code, I mean, that is not where you need to be. You know what I mean? He needs to be in the center if he's going to push. So
Right,
he needed
yeah,
to lay
yeah.
off him, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
Steven
absolutely.
wasn't at fault. There was nothing he could do. He's trying to stay off the.
Here's
Trying
the
to stay off the
nose
guy in front of
going
me.
down.
That's Bruno. That's Bruno right in front of me.
Yep, so let's go back one car to Brandon Schmidt here and take a look at this. This is the nose.
Ooh!
Oh, yeah, he got him.
Oh! How many people involved with this?
Yeah, because the nose camera, you can see inside of his car there. Yeah, that wasn't
He
net
definitely
code.
made contact there.
Yeah, that wasn't net code. That was a little bit of contact.
And that's just racing. That wasn't intentional at all. It's just something that happened.
It's just
Right.
2 weeks in a row for Brandon Smith. How many people involved with that wreck, Nike?
There was a decent amount. Let's go gather that up here real quick before we go live back to the.
Yeah, we
back
might
to
be
the
coming to
race.
green here. I see the pace car lights are out and they're on the back straightaway.
Yes,
Yeah, let's see.
yes,
Let's
they
see
are.
how many we got in here. Here we go. Stephen Aguilar, there's a whole slew of them. A big mess. Wow, Ricky Ellie got a real bad into the deal. That was the big one tonight, guys.
One of them.
It ain't over yet.
That's
Wow.
right.
It ain't over. We're only lap 39, so we're only 2/3 of the way through the race for those of you keeping score at home.
Right, 20 to go.
26, really?
All right,
Here we
guys,
go.
let's go live.
Yeah, what are we doing, dude? We're going
Pace
green.
cars in.
I'll let you go.
Yep, here they go.
Pace cars in. Kyle Myers
Green flag.
is leading us off here as we head into the
All right, can't go.
triangle.
I got a black
and the
flag
green
'cause of the
flag is
26.
out. Lap 39 of 60. We're under green, guys.
That's fucking great.
Only
Steven
Steven
said he's got a
Aguilar has
black flag. Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
that's about.
26 gave us a black flag.
Not sure.
The guy wasn't where
I'll
he's
let you in
supposed to be.
Take a run for you.
No problem, man.
All right, guys, let's go check on some damage now to see who's kind of left
Gotcha.
unscathed, who's got some damage. I know that Mike T. Bruno was right there near it when it happened, but it looks like his car is undamaged. At least doesn't have a lot of damage. Cody Trelendi looks like he's pretty undamaged, but we're going to go back and see that there's probably a whole lot of cars here that have a decent amount of damage. We're going to go.
Hey,
and
what,
check
Mike?
Some of the
Mike,
guys
do that.
that
They're
down.
racing for the lead here, guy. They're racing for the lead. I'm telling you what, Boyd Hogan went to the outside. He's got Brad Mayar with him. I'm telling you what, they're going around the outside right now. 3 wide. Well, I'll tell you what, somebody's going for the win right here. It looks like Boyd's pushing hard. They are pushing hard, getting to the 21 car. 18 cars still leading.
Yeah, and
3 wide down the back straight.
The thing with Justin Krasinski is he was leading the race when the caution came out, but he is now way back in the back. He is he's got an undamaged car, but he's way back in 20th place because he had to go in and get some fuel, and he probably got a fresh set of Goodyears while he was in there as well.
Absolutely. I'd have taken at least the right sides. Yeah, they're right there going right now. They're getting ready to set up for the finish.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, so here's some more winners in that caution. John Vanderwall, Brandon
I appreciate
Burkhardt,
that black flag, Chris.
and Ron Walsh, they all got their lap back, and they are on the lead lap now, up in the mid-teens. You got John Vanderwall in 16th, Brandon Burkhardt 17th. Justin Krasinski just passed Brandon Burkhardt. He's in 17th now with Burkhardt in second. Ron Walsh is in 21st.
That caution sure helped those guys out, though.
Yeah, he got him back in the
Hill is
lap.
in the lead now.
Christopher
And
Hill.
Hogan is going up on the outside to take Hill. Second line's moving forward.
You got Mike Bruno pushing on the outside line.
Mike Bruno, we talk about him every week. He's right there. He's a gritty customer. I'm going to tell you what, there's not a lot that unravels him, but I'm going to tell you what, he's going to go for it this week. He might be our winner this week at the rate he's going. He's setting himself up.
Yeah, and
I get Hogan up there past Hill, and he's done it.
Well, we got Nathan Nicholson in the
Zach, these
chat
guys are
now.
gonna be coming up behind us,
Nathan's joined,
wherever you want to run, we'll
joined
run.
the chat on the live stream. His car is in the garage.
What'd you
He
say,
said
John?
he's dead. His car is dead. He's out of the race from
So
that.
the leaders
that
are going to
wreck
be
we just
coming
had.
here any
Boyd
second.
Hogan is now in the lead.
Go to the wall.
So, yeah, tough luck for Nathan there, our guest on the Alien Factory podcast last night. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens. He got caught up in that big one, and he is out.
Maybe we can get him in here for a quick interview.
Yeah, Nathan, man, if you want to pop in, talk about it during the broadcast, give us a man on the stack interview about that wreck and getting caught up in it, man. Just go ahead and pop in and just hop into the broadcast, man. We'd be glad to hear from you. And with that being said, Boyd Hogan in the lead, being pushed by Chris Hill. Kyle Myers here, the lead car on the outside, as he's starting to make some headway here. And we're inside Kyle Myers' car right now. He's being pushed by Mike Bruno there on the outside.
Well, this talking and run, people want to take Ben's hard card away. That's 2 weeks in a row.
People what?
Want to take their hard card away? No more racing for that, boy.
Yeah, we got there's a comment was a comment or two there in the chat mentioning that Brandon Schmidt caused the big one last week too, and not that we're trying to really hit on Brandon, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's got to be rough for him, a bit embarrassing 2 weeks in a row, causing the big one.
Yeah,
I don't think Brandon Schmidt really did anything exactly wrong there. They kind of checked up a little, and he didn't see the checkup. He was close, and that could happen to anybody. It happens in a professional races. So,
well, Scotty, he did something wrong. He bumps.
what I'm saying though is, it was just.
There is another foot there. You got another foot, another pedal.
I understand, but sometimes that happens.
We're chilling, brother.
Oh yeah, we all been
I know that
there.
you've been there.
Yeah, we all been there.
We've all been there.
Come on, Scotty, use your good eye.
I'm just trying to. I'm holding up for Brandon Schmidt because I know he didn't do that.
I'm just telling you, there's rumors out there going to take his hard card away.
All right, so let's look at the guys who got parked from that. We had 2 more cars. So Timmy Pasuli, he got parked at the beginning at that wreck early, or whatever happened to him early on. He's 38 laps down. We had 2 more cars joining there in the pits, parking it for the day, for the night. That is Dalton Collins, the number 2 car, is parking it, along with the 18 car Nathan Nicholson, our friend of the channel there on the podcast last night. Those 2 cars got added to the parked cars. And then Ricky Udding just about parked it. He had to take some major repairs. He is now 7 laps down, but he is back
the
on
wrecking
the
again,
track.
the wrecking again. Caution, no caution.
Wow, that's crazy.
No caution. It's all happened on the inside. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at that. So let's go back and get our Alien Factory replay going here and go back and take a look at that. I've got focused on Brad Mahar's car. He was one of the ones that dropped a lot of
someone
positions.
hit the apron. I think someone touched the apron.
Yeah, that's going to be some of the Ryko cars. Brad Mahar drives for Elite. There's several of them there. Let's go here and look and see what happened. Again, guys, this is the replay there. It looks like Brad Mahar got turned.
Who's he with? Who hooked him?
Let's go
4 car?
I think he touched the apron.
You gotta push.
Now, somebody might have come down on top of him. Let's go to the far chase view here. It was the 13. Whoever the custom number 13 was there.
Probably Brad Mahar, I think.
Brad Mahar was in the blue and black car.
Okay.
Let's see. No, that was Brad Mahar. Okay, Brad Mahar, he went down below. He was trying to fill in the gap here. You're absolutely right. It was Brad Mahar. Brad Mahar comes down from the outside line and tries to fill in the inside line, and he was not clear. And
yeah, I'm just wondering if his spotter was telling him to come down, because Brad's usually pretty good about stuff like that. He looked like he wasn't sure.
Yeah, he wasn't clear. He hit the 4 car, that Ryko car there, and then whoever that was right there in front of him, he clipped him too and got him. I'm not sure who that was, guys. If you could help me out on that.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing it yet.
Actually, it looks like he clipped the outside line car first, and then came down into the 4 car. Yeah, Brad was just trying to make a hole there where there was no hole.
Yeah, that's the sucker hole in the middle, and that's why they call it the sucker hole. It looks like you're going to make a move. Those guys in front of him squeeze together. If you look, the guys in front of him squeezed together, and Brad had nowhere to go, and that's where he clipped the inside guy.
Yeah, it looks like it was Barrett Bonner.
He closed the hole up on Brad, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
10 laps to go, boys. 10 laps.
Yep,
Let's
10 to the
catch
end.
back, let's go live and catch back up with the leaders. We are now live here on lap 50 of 60.
I'm watching Cody.
Yeah, Boyd Hogan leading. We've got Christopher Hill. Christopher Hill, what a great job that guy's doing. Started 22nd, currently second.
Yeah, let's check in. Let's just check out our lead pack. We got what?
My God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars deep on the inside line and 5 cars deep on the outside line. And here is the rundown of this lead pack. You got Boyd Hogan in the lead, being pushed by Christopher Hill. On the outside line, you got Mike Bruno and Kyle. Mike Bruno's pushing Kyle Myers. Then you got Cody Trelindi. He's the 4th car back on the inside line. Holden McGill is on the inside line as well. He's the 3rd car back on the inside line. Jonathan Ball, Tyler Groff, and Seth Reeder, I believe, it rounds out that top pack. You might have Tyler. They got Tyler Groff in there as well.
Going high.
Austin Brooks and Johnny Baldridge, I think, are all in that lead pack.
Guys are just going by some lappers, some slower cars, single cars.
You did a good thing of staying high.
Yeah, those guys did a nice job. That's good on their part. Kudos to them.
Not mad at him. I'm a lap car. Not mad at him. I'd stay low. Make it work around.
Looks like we're going to have another thriller here this week. Boyd Hogan setting the pace right now.
No way.
Kyle Myers is coming up, though. That second line, the outside line, starting to move forward.
They just need some more help.
Yeah, they just need to get it lined up.
You know, Daytona and Talladega is kind of misleading, but I'm going to tell you what. Believe it or not, the fastest car on the track is not Boyd Hogan. It's actually, let's see, looks like Holden McGill. Holden McGill back in the draft, believe it or not, yeah.
And guys,
I believe that.
the number of cars in each line is still the same. You got 6 on the inside line, 5 on the outside line.
This is going to be this is getting set up for a good finish here. Hopefully they don't wad him up. Looks like Bruno's getting a little edgy back there. I don't know if he's in the dirty air, messing him up.
No, you can't be pushing too long. You know, got tape on there. You can do a few laps. You're going to have to give it some air in the corner.
Well,
yeah.
and the other part that a lot of guys don't realize is that you don't have to be right on their bumper bumping them to be able to push them real well and get everybody going fast. And that's where you start overheating. You can push with 50% tape, taped up. You just got to stay right on the edge of that bubble and push the air bubble where that pressure is between the 2 cars. And you can push on that and push somebody pretty quick all day long without overheating on 50% tape. But once you break through that bubble and you're physically up against their bumper, that's when you get hot and blow up within a couple of laps. And even if you're running 0% tape, Tracy, you still you bust through that bubble, and instead of being 2 laps, it might be 4 or 5, but you're still going to blow up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's running 0% tape at this point in time.
You get teammates. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say we have, after the pit stops, you're gonna make it ready. You're gonna get it set up, kill prepared here.
You get teammates that get together and that they've practiced running these tandem pairs all week. They've been practicing on this track, and they hug that yellow line, and you don't see a lot of weaving back and forth because they both know where they're going. They've done it so much on the track.
I think that Jonathan Wall is kind of holding him back a little bit. He just can't stay on him. He's drifting up in the corner a little bit, just not staying on Bruno.
There's the second pack. They're led by John Vanderwall. Let's head back in here with the lead pack. The back of the lead pack is Johnny Baldridge in 11th position. And there is your entire lead pack of 5 to go.
Got 5 laps left, and I guarantee you we're going to see some pullaways here and some people coming up from behind.
Yeah, and Mike T. Bruno, we're inside his car right now. He is still pushing on Kyle Myers there, heading up and leading. Those two are leading the outside line. There's they're driving through with that outside line. 5 cars on the outside line versus the 6 cars on the inside line. I don't think the cars themselves has changed. Everybody's pretty much staying on the line that they're in. But I bet you we're going to go 3 wide here pretty soon, Trace, when we get down to just a couple of laps.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Go ahead.
Good. I was gonna say you're gonna see what the guys got right now. They're waiting to the last minute because they know they only got 1 shot at it. They don't want to give it away too early because then they'll end up in the back and they'll kill their finish.
Get ready to have 4 laps to go too.
You know, the teams are talking to each other right now, putting it all together.
Get ready to come out to lap cars, the single lap car. It might be, it looks like Ricky U.
Yeah, Ricky U, he's 10 laps down. Stephen Aguiar's 9 laps down.
Be up high,
Brandon
leaders.
Burkhart's
Be up high.
7 laps down. He got caught up in that. Brandon Burkhart's in the pits right now, 7 laps down. Justin R. Smith, 7 laps down. Matt Rusi, 2 laps down. John Jenkins, a lap down, and Zach Rinker is a lap down. Those are all the guys that suffered the worst from that big one that Brandon Schmidt there when he got into the back of Stephen Aguiar. Brandon Schmidt, though, he's still in the lead lap with a gap of 27 seconds. So he was able to keep his car running, but definitely not competitive.
I don't bet the guy on the outside got to have an A1 or a strong enough car to be trying to do this.
You know, and I'm looking at that second pack. You got your fast lane guys there in that second pack, the ones that are still left running. With John Vanderwall there was leading that pack, and several of the guys in it there, and Ron Walsh in the second pack. I'm just wondering if they're playing it safe, thinking that when they go 3 wide here to finish, that there's going to be a green-white checkered come out, and they'll have an undamaged car. That's an interesting strategy. But I tell you what, guys, they're passing some lap traffic right now.
I don't think the guy on the outside got it wrong. I think it's too late now, but I think they need to should have swapped them out.
Well, here we go. They're making a move. Mike Bruno pushing Kyle Myers up there neck and neck with Boyd
There's not
Hogan.
enough car. Not enough car. Can't do it. Outside leader can't do it. Doesn't have enough car.
So I'm wondering right now, if you're Christopher Hill, what are you thinking? Are you going to go for second, or are you going to go for the lead and try to pass Boyd Hogan here?
Like I said, Christopher Hill does not have the car to do it.
Here's the other thing. I think Boyd Hogan, Chris Hill, Kyle Myers, they're all buddies racing this together, so I don't think it's really going to matter for them. That's also why I'm wondering kind of what's going on the outside line there. You'd think that they would be able to overtake them on the outside line. I don't know if I'm not trying to accuse Kyle of intentionally holding back, but I'm just saying those guys are racing together, so I think a 1-2-3 finish for them, no matter who it is going to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
And those guys all
You
fitted together.
think Hill's just holding back there? And I just don't think he's got enough car to do it.
Well, no, it wouldn't be Chris Hill. It'd be Kyle Myers. And no, I'm not actively accusing him of that at all.
Is this the last lap or the white flag lap?
This is the last lap, final lap.
Here we go, guys. Down the
Bruno's
next
trying to poke it out on the outside.
I think them guys are settled. Because Bruno's kind of antsy, but he knows he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I think they're settling in. I think Kyle and Chris and
They're going to make a move for the last lap. They're going to make a move and get rid of that guy on the outside.
This is it right here, bud.
They got rid of him. Got rid of him. There, I told you.
Wow. Boyd Hogan, how about you? That's number 4 for the year.
Lincoln Lacy must have
Christopher Hill, Kyle Myers, Holden McGill, Mike Bruno gets a top 5, Jonathan Wall 6th, Tyler Groff. Tyler Groff looks like he's 8th. Seth Ryder is 9th.
Yeah, good run, Lacy.
Johnny Baldridge is
We had
10th.
more guys.
Cody Trelindi 6th. Well, I'll tell you what, their guys are probably happy they can get wadded up. That's for sure. We got to see if we can get some guys in here for these interviews for sure. What a great race.
I didn't think Christopher Matthew Hills was going to have enough car to be in second place.
Well, Christopher Hill definitely is our Area 51 Alien Factory, StintAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award goes to Christopher Matthew Hill. So congratulations to him.
Is that his real name? Is that his real name?
I don't know. You got to ask him when you interview him. And then we got Matty D. Clark, Area 51 Alien Factory Halfway Challenge money. And Boyd Wade Hogan takes it to the house. Again.
Finally connected.
Hey, Bob Bridge got 10.
Yeah, it was
Boyd's
work
out
in
there
progress, for
celebrating.
sure.
Damn, brother.
Boy, Boyd, he's
Sorry
just
to
the
see
total
that.
package. He's got it going every week.
It's all
Congratulations
good. I got
to
her
Bruno,
fixed.
Mike
I'll be in the
Bruno,
next one.
finally coming
Or
into
whenever.
top 5. That guy, there's nobody out there that works harder than that guy. He's gritty. He'll race you hard, but he races you clean. Nice job, guys.
Good
nice
win, Boyd.
job.
Thanks, Eric.
Mikey
Big
closed
fan.
the screen out.
Yeah, he shut her down.
Shut her down. Waiting for interviews right now.
I didn't think that Christopher Matthew Hill had a car to do it. I just figured he was going to. I thought there was one more lap to go. I thought they pushed him out of the way. Like he's going putting out cars. I guess we need to talk to Brandon Smith because about his bad luck he's got going on.
Where'd Brandon finish at? We got to figure out where he's at. Where did he go? Brandon Schmidt, where are you? Here we go. Brandon Burkhart down 11 laps too. That's who I was looking at. Stephen Ague. So Brandon must have been caught up in that wreck. Yep.
There's Kyle Myers.
Kyle Myers. How are you, sir?
Good.
Hang tight just a second. We'll get an interview with you here.
I didn't think Christopher Hill had enough car on the outside. I thought Bruno was pushing the heck out of him.
That's because Christopher Hill wasn't on the outside, Robert. That was Kyle Myers, who was here on the broadcast with us. Christopher Hill was pushing Boyd Hogan, who won the race tonight. Guys, as we get into our interviews here, I want to run down with the official, unofficial Area 51 results of the race here. You can go to iRacing.com members site and look up the official iRacing results, but these are our Area 51 results here tonight so far. We've got Boyd Hogan, who won the race, being pushed by Chris Hill. Then Kyle Myers, who's here in the box with us in third place. Holden McGill, fourth. Mike T. Bruno in fifth place. Cody Trelindi, our overall championship points leader. He finished sixth place tonight. Jonathan Wall finished seventh. Eighth place, Tyler Groff. Ninth place, Seth Reeder. And rounding out your top 10 tonight is Johnny Baldridge. Kyle Myers, our third place finisher. We'll start with you tonight, sir. I want to ask you, man, what was that like there? What was that like there at the end? You're on the outside line there for a lot of laps. When did you decide to make the choice of whether or not you're going to try to push it there at the end to get a better position or settle for what you had?
No, just not really any certain given point. Just when I see the top lane kind of form up, went ahead and went out there to just try to at least. Maybe Mike could push me up there, but I think he was running maybe a little more tape than he should have been.
I just think, was that what it was? He didn't have enough tape? I thought you might not have enough car. I thought you might not have enough car.
He said he was getting pretty hot, so...
Yeah, and I was kind of interested, and we were watching, trying to figure out what was going on because there was only one less car on that outside line than the inside line. I thought the last couple laps you guys would make a move, but and Mike was behind you pushing. He's usually pretty good at pushing. So I was just kind of wondering, you guys, you would get neck and neck, and you kind of stall out a little bit. So I was just kind of wanting to get your perspective on what was going on.
Well, when Chris and Boyd are hooked up like that at a restrictor plate, that's going to be hard to get anybody to match them on the top.
Well, let's talk pit strategy. You went in with those guys, didn't you, there on lap 21?
Yeah, we're all on the same team.
Yep. And that was a good strategy. It got you guys in quick, out quick, four of you together. And I tell you what, when all four of you guys hooked up nose to tail, that went in there at the same time, you guys were quick on the track. I think you were turning laps that was the same as the leaders were turning, or more, or faster there in the lead pack, maybe even making a little bit of ground on them. So that pit strategy definitely helped you guys out.
Yeah. Dalton went in with us, but he kind of missed the pit. So maybe if we had him, we could have broke draft there. But that's all we were trying to do, just come in get out ahead of them, break draft.
Well, guys, we've got the whole crew in here together now. We got Chris Hill in here and Boyd Hogan. So let's talk to our second and third place finishers as well. I know you guys are all buddies, so Kyle, feel free to hang out and comment some more as we go. Chris, man, you were pushing Boyd like none other, and you guys were making some good time around that track, especially after you came out of the pits there early on, and then there at the end of the race. Mike Bruno wasn't able to push Kyle there at the same rate you were pushing on Boyd. So, Chris, from your perspective, man, how was that going there in the last 10 laps of the race as you guys were holding your own on the inside?
Yeah, it was honestly the least stressful part of the race, I thought, because Kyle's job leading the middle is to not get put up to the top and control the middle lane, and I had Boyd covered on the bottom lane, so really, unless there was a third lane that formed, the race was in our team's hands. So it was really just a game of chess at 200 miles an hour, just controlling both the lanes and making sure no lane got too big of a run.
I got confused there, Chris, and I thought you were on the outside line, and I was blaming you didn't have enough car there. It was Kyle didn't have Bruno pushing hard enough.
Yeah, Robert had an eye patch over his good eye. He was using his bad one on that one. But,
Yeah.
But Chris, you guys
Need my bread.
You guys had that early pit stop, and so did you guys decide before the race it was going to be 21 for sure, or were you just looking for a good spot there in that range, 21, 22, 23 area?
I think the last two SoFs at plate races, I think we've always pitted right when the window opened, and that was able to break draft, and we were winning, by 20-something seconds. So we kind of came into this one thinking everybody would kind of know it was going to happen. And, we kind of figured we weren't going to get away with breaking draft. So, it was just kind of get in and get the stop early. And, obviously everybody followed suit pretty quick. So there wasn't really a opportunity to break draft. But, getting in first at least got us back out to the front. So the race was in our hands again. And that's really the biggest thing here is if you're controlling the pack, that's the best position to be in. How
close were you when the big one happened?
I'd say a car length back.
Jeez. I don't know if you know this or not, but you are the StintAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award. You started 22nd, finished second, so you're up 20 spots. So congratulations to you on the StintAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award too.
That's awesome. We literally, I think we were in the lead by like lap 4. So, the car was good. We literally drove right on up there.
Yeah, you guys did a nice job, but congratulations again.
Yeah, and we were there at the end. You guys did a good job, as you were talking earlier, Chris, of controlling the finish there as far as not letting it get too wild and having a big wreck there in the last couple of laps and getting caught up in something by controlling the finish. And I was telling the guys, I said, I knew all three of you guys were buddies and stuff. I said they're probably just happy 1, 2, and 3. That's a heck of a finish for you three, no matter which way it worked out. 1, 2, 3 is a good finish here in this high strength of field race. I think that it was well over 5,000 strength of field, so it was a lot of championship points to be had tonight.
Is that a one and done for you guys?
No, we'll probably come out and play a couple more times.
Play.
You're talking this.
Not going to farm any safety rating this week, huh?
We don't care about safety rating. We'll be all right on that.
Boyd, you have been.
We can get it back.
Boyd, you've been patient, sitting there waiting as we've been talking to Kyle and Chris, dude. How does it feel to be the big winner tonight at this Daytona strength of field race with that massively high strength of field? 5,400, 5.4K and some change strength of field, man. That was a great win. How does that feel tonight?
I'm in the same boat as Chris, really, with it. It's pretty much, I don't know, you kind of just hope that you're around at the end of them, and whatever finishing order we end up with is what we end up with. But it was a success for sure. We did about everything we wanted to do, checked all the boxes, and had a good time doing it.
There's rumor in the garage that they want to take Brandon Smith's heart card away. That's 2 weeks in a row, boys. 2 weeks in a row.
What'd he do? Oh, did he cause it?
Yeah, he bumped Steven Adegar a little bit.
Yeah,
he got Aguiar.
Yeah, he bumped Aguiar just a hair sitting down, and there was a bunch of cars got caught up in that. And then everybody's giving Brandon Schmidt a hard time. God bless him, because last week he he in the S's at the Glen and lap 1 on the S's, he gave it just a little bit too much throttle, and he took himself out and about 4 or 5 other cars with him. So yeah, it was a few guys giving him a bit of a hard time tonight because that's 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, Brandon's doing good. I think he's still second place in overall points, so he's still holding strong there in the championship points this year as well. Boyd, let me ask you. I think one of the most important things on a plate track is pit strategy and keeping your car clean, and those can kind of go hand in hand, right? If you get outside of the pack, I know the 4 of you guys went in together in Dalton and hooked up there, and they talk about Dalton missing the pits just a little bit and getting behind you guys. But if you get a group of guys going in early and you can just inside the fuel window, and you can hook up together and run just as fast as the lead pack, that actually helps with the keeping your car clean thought. And some guys haven't been on iRacing that long that are listening and watching, and they don't quite understand how those two things play together. If you wouldn't mind, is the race winner tonight? It worked out for you guys. If you don't mind leading some of the new guys to iRacing through the strategy there and how that helped those two things go hand in hand together.
Well, I mean, if it's the new guys, I can say don't be ashamed, because there's people who have been on for 8 or 10 years and they still don't know or get it. So that's really nothing new. It's more so just, yeah, kind of like you're saying, you get out kind of by yourself. There's not a whole lot of people who would say it about Dalton Collins, obviously, but like, you know, he there's almost nobody I feel safer around, mainly because you know, he'll tell Chris, me, Kyle, whoever that we're just a baby kangaroo in his pouch anyway. He's taking care of us, so
I like that one.
I hadn't heard that one before. A baby kangaroo in his pouch. I like it.
And anytime I can be with just the team, I'm pleased. That's for sure, because you're usually safer with them. And I mean, you saw with the big one tonight, we get packed up with a bunch of cars.
It's different from our team.
At a time, right?
Our team, you can't count on that. Our guys would take each other out.
So, I mean, there's plenty of that. There's gonna be some of that tonight.
We got to get everybody to race first.
Yeah, we're not done. We'll be wrecking tonight, but
there you go.
We didn't do it this time. That's all.
So guys, as a group now, if now correct me if I'm wrong, but you all race together Legacy Esports, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. And then Boyd, you're doing your deal there with Reaper Speed Labs. Why don't you give your shop a shout out and tell everybody how to get a hold of your stuff?
Just go to reaperspeedlab.com. I build the B cars and the A cars over there. We got Randall Folks building the trucks. He's a pretty badass truck builder, so we got some good stuff over there. But yeah, as far as Legacy, I mean, kind of what we were doing tonight there, man. It's a great team, good group of people. So thank you to them. Thank you to Kevin Kirchar, everybody at Blackstone Management, Champion Power Equipment, Green Mountain Grills, Cincinnati, Churdon, everybody over there, and Chris Hill. I mean, badass setup builder, badass dude, badass pusher.
Yeah, so
Kyle,
one heck of a pusher.
He did everything he was asked. You know, everybody did their job.
When we come out after pit stops, it was choreographed by Chris, and it took us about 4 laps to get where we all needed to be, and then from there it was over. It was a ballet at 200 mile an hour.
You were holding your brake a little bit for you to make sure how the finish was going to end up, were you?
No, I didn't have. I had my car set up to be third in line to where we could break draft. That's what I was set up for. I was set up for us 3 to take off, not lead a line.
Boyd, you coming back next week? You got, is this your 4th win? Darlington, I think.
Darlington.
Oh.
Yeah, Darlington is one of my favorite tracks. I'll be racing a lot next week at Darlington. But I tell you what, this has been pretty cool, guys. I appreciate all 3 of you dropping in as a team. I appreciate the other, whichever one of you sent Chris the invite here to the channel. I went ahead and gave him permissions to see us down the race rooms and stuff too, so you guys can pop in anytime. But this is the first time, I think, Trace, that we've had a whole team 1, 2, and 3 on the podium all together.
And appreciate you guys being here for sure.
It's been fun. You guys have been great interviewing all together, and it's really cool to see a group of guys that race together, and you guys really man, you really put a clinic one out there for how the right strategies and how to push and how to really control a race in a plate track race tonight. So congratulations to all of you.
Yeah, congratulations, fellas.
Thanks.
Awesome, guys. That's it.
Hey, man, is there any cheats that we need to have installed in our car?
Oh, for crying out loud! we're trying, guys. We're trying to control him.
Wait till we get him on the podcast.
I'm sorry.
Hey, congratulations, you two, Boyd and Chris.
The exploits, yeah, the exploits. That's the name of it. Yeah, I'm just
I
messing
need
with
to
you.
jump in there and say that too.
We're trying to control Robert. It's tough. It's a work in progress, guys.
I'm just messing with you guys because everybody would say there's an exploit out there somewhere.
No.
Jeez.
If there is, we gotta find it.
Yeah, really. I think we all want it, don't we?
Yeah,
Trace, man, what a race, what a finish, what a race. It was great tonight, and I'm so glad that Chris and Kyle and Boyd dropped by. What an interview, and I'm just excited about just being able to call this race tonight. It was a good one.
Absolutely. How many weeks in a row have we done this where we've had the best racers doing the best racing on Monday night? I'm telling you what, it's exciting. I'm actually going to miss it when I'm not able to do it anymore when we go back to school. But to have these cast of guys that we work with and these drivers in here, it's an exciting time. If you're not watching the podcast and the broadcast, guys are missing out on something. The bottom line, we have fun. That's the biggest thing. And we have a lot of friends of the channel, and it's growing and getting better. So tell your friends, watch the podcast, watch the broadcast. Maybe a lot of the new drivers can learn something. And I'm telling you what, I'm excited for the future. This is a fun season.
Well, I thought we were done with the interview part, but I want to go back to Boyd because he said, I want to bounce off something he said there a couple of weeks ago, and this is kind of where we're going to finish the podcast, is that you talked about all the great racing and the pass for the finish last week was amazing. Great clinic tonight. Boyd was in here 3 weeks in a row. It's all been awesome. And Boyd said a few weeks ago he was glad to see the B car getting some love, right? We're doing the podcast, we're helping the community, we're doing these broadcasts, everybody's coming in participating, and I agree with you, Boyd, man. I tell you what, I don't think there's any better racing out there in iRacing than the B car, the B Open Xfinity series. I don't know about you, but that's exactly how I feel.
I'd agree.
Yeah. I've raced the A's, I've raced the
better.
trucks. I'm just telling. I think the Xfinity series is where it's at, and the B Open.
I agree. Obviously the Pro Series put out some pretty good racing and whatnot, and we all work pretty hard. Road to Pro, Coke, whatever side it is, but ultimately, yeah, I mean, like B Open, SoFs and whatnot. You don't go into a whole lot of Road to Pro races knowing it's gonna be clean. You can usually go into like a B Open knowing or at least expecting it's gonna be clean because everybody kind of, I don't know, it's got like its own. Not really set of rules, but its own community that enforces its own rules. Like I've been driven into a corner and flat-footed a guy in the next one, and I had 5 people saying that was awesome. Like, that's.
They got bumped you once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it to you, Robert. But there's some people that need it out there. And you can give it to them in the B.
Amen. That's for sure. That's why I got called the bulldozer for last year.
Yeah, that's why Scotty was nicknamed was the bulldozer, man. Well, guys, man, that's our broadcast for the night. Thank you so much. Appreciate Legacy stopping by, the whole group of them. 1, 2, and 3 tonight. They had a great race. And thank you so much for joining us here for this race at the virtual Daytona Speedway here in iRacing with Area 51 right here in the Alien Factory booth. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, we'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate every subscription you give us if you appreciate what we do. There's also a bell icon. Get you notified anytime that we put up new content on the channel. And always check out the description down below. We got all kind of goodies. We got some discounts. We got a promo code. There's some places to get some free setups. You want to try to build them yourself. Also, just added the link down there to custom paints and diecasts. If you're looking to get a car painted in iRacing for yourself, you go and check him out. Also, if you have a paint job you've raced for years and you love it, and you actually want to get a 120, I think it's a 1/24th diecast model of your iRacing car made to put on your shelf behind you and show people, they do that as well at custom paints and diecasts. Go down in the description. That's a new link down in the description below. Always check out the description. All kind of cool goodies for you guys on the
It's like reading a note.
Yeah, it's like reading the notes in the SoF. Always check out the description. Guys, that's it for us here at Area 51. For myself, Legacy being with us, thank you. For the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Cook, Scotty Stevens, and the Admiral, Tracy Rumschlag, here in the booth at Area 51. We appreciate all of you being with us. And as always, we will see you in
the next one.